dental colleagues today who have joined us for this interesting session. So, Dental Vriksha has been an all-in-one dental platform for all the dentists. It's a service that we provide for free. So, be it for job opportunities or case discussions, webinars. So, we have everything in our website and our WhatsApp community. So, warm welcome to Dr. Jayashree for today's session. A little about our speaker today. So, Dr. Jayashree Kumar from Illumina Laser Academy has completed her fellowship in laser dentistry from Sri Ramachandra University, and since then has been integrating lasers in her clinical practice for precision, faster healing, and patient comfort. So her key areas of expertise includes laser-free nectomy, mucosal excision, and TMJ management. So today she's here to spread awareness among us about the laser dentistry. And welcome, doctor, to our today's session. We are happy to have you today.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much for the intro.
So today's topic is photon powered endodontics. So over to you, doctor.
Yes, good morning to one and all. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity by Dental Vriksha. Truly a commendable effort. And seeing everyone at 10 o'clock is really shocking to me. I myself have attended a lot of Dr. Manik Vasagan's webinars also. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share a topic which is very close to my practice. So we'll just start the presentation. So is it visible to everyone?
Yes, doctor. But the full screen is visible, doctor.
Okay. Wonderful. Let's start then. So today's topic is lasers in endodontics. Okay. So let's start with the acronym. We all know that laser stands for light, which is a form of energy. Without light, you cannot see anything. Okay. It is an entire electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. It can be reflected, refracted, and anything can be done with light. Next comes the amplification part. This amplification part is simple to அதாவது 1 2 ஆக்குறது 2 4 ஆக்குறது 4 16 ஆக்குறது. So that is called the amplification. Next comes the stimulated அதாவது ஒரு தூண்டுகோல் emissionங்கிறது how the laser is emitted outside and radiation. So we all know that energy transfer happens from one object to another through convection, conduction and radiation. ஆனா நமக்கு இந்த conduction, convectionலாம் தேவையே இல்லை. ஓகேங்களா? So laser மூலியமா ரேடியேஷன்ல தான் நமக்கு எனர்ஜி டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் நடக்கணும். When it happens through conduction or convection, நமக்கு தேவையான அந்த கட்டிங் எஃபெக்ட் கிடைக்காது. ரேடியேஷன்ல நீங்க கட்டிங் எஃபெக்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அந்த லேசரோட ஃபுல் பெனிஃபிட் நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். ஓகேங்களா? Is it audible? Is it clear till now? Okay, so can I take forward to the next slide? So lasers in endodontics. Okay. So hello.
அப்படிதான் ஆகும். அதான் மேரினேஷன்.
Hello, please mute all participants.
Yes, you can always interrupt me if you have any doubts also. So until then, I'll just go with the flow of this. Am I visible in this, doctor?
No, actually, only the
screen is visible.
Now you're visible, doctor. Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep it this way itself.
Okay, done. I'll keep it this way itself. Okay. Yeah. So why lasers in endodontics? Now we all know how to do a beautiful root canals. Every one of us are doing beautiful root canals. அதாவது the file use பண்றப்போ the file can only clean the walls which it can touch. Okay. But what about the lateral canals, the isthmuses and fins? Those are very small areas where your files cannot go inside also. So what goes inside? That is your irrigant. Okay. That's your sodium hypochlorite or saline and everything. But even sodium hypochlorite has low penetration ability. what helps in increasing the penetration of sodium hypochlorite. That is where this magic wand laser comes into action. நம்ம நிறைய தடவை ரூட் கேனல் பண்ணிட்டு வில் பி லைக் ஒரு ஆப்சஸ் கேஸ்க்கு ரூட் கேனல் பண்ணிட்டு வில் பி ப்ரேயிங், கடவுளே நாளைக்கு மட்டும் இந்த பேஷண்ட் போன் பண்ணிடக்கூடாது அப்படின்ட்டு, லைக் டாக்டர் நீங்க பண்ண பல்ல திரும்பவும் வலி வந்துருச்சு அப்படின்ட்டு. This must have happened at least once in our practice. Okay, so that is where your laser comes into a big action. Okay, so this laser is going to increase the penetration ability of sodium hypochlorite. So sodium hypochlorite in the research என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, அதோட 1/3 of canal வரைக்கும் தான் அதோட போக முடியும், அதோட penetration ability அவ்வளவுதான். So இந்த லேசர் என்ன பண்ணும் endodonticsல அப்படின்னா, it is going to increase the penetration. Suppose 1/3 na, at least it will make the sodium hypochlorite penetrate up to 2/3. Okay, so let's see how that is done. What is the mechanism behind this also? Okay, so அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம லேசரோட கேரக்டர் என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தரலாம். ஓகேங்களா, we can remember it with the short mnemonic like MCC. It is monochromatic, coherent and collimated. Okay, before that, let's see the characteristics of ordinary light. Ordinary light pathina, it is white in color. So white light comprises of all the colors like BIBGR, from violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange up to red. So எல்லா கலர்ஸும் சேர்ந்தது தான் உங்களோட white light. And switch on பண்ணா அந்த ஒரு இடம் மட்டும் ஆன் ஆகல. ஓகேங்களா, the entire room is getting illuminated. So that means the light is diverging and it is scattering. So does this mean this light has energy to cut myself? No, அந்த லைட்டுக்கு எனர்ஜி எதுவுமே இல்லை. So coming to the properties of laser light, நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி MCC. ஓகே, மோனோக்ரோமேட்டிக், அதாவது ஒரே கலர் தான், ஒரே வேவ்லென்த் தான். காலிமேட்டட்னா ஒரு ஆர்மியில எப்படி ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா அப்படி போறாங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா மட்டும் தான் அந்த மார்ச்சிங்ல போற மாதிரி இருக்கும். அண்ட் இட் இஸ் இன் ஃபேஸ். ஃபேஸ்னா என்னன்னு நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஃபர்ஸ்ட், கேன் யூ see this white light? It consists of yellow, red, all the colors. The top one is the white light. Okay, so you know that crest is the high point of the wavelength and the trough is the lowest part of the wavelength. Okay, you can see that at many parts in the white light, the crest and the trough touch each other. When they are touching each other, the energy cancels out. So this is why the energy of light is zero. That means it doesn't have energy to cut us. ஓகேங்களா, கீழே இருக்கிறது மோனோக்ரோமேட்டிக் இன்கோஹரண்ட் லைட், அதுக்கு கீழே இருக்கிறது நம்மளோட லேசர் லைட். ஓகே, இந்த அதாவது அப்படியே எல்லாமே யூனிஃபார்மா இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, ஒரே வேவ்ல. இந்த லேசர் தான் நம்ம கட்டிங் ஆக்ஷனுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும். இதுக்கு நடுவுல ஒண்ணு இருக்கே, அது என்னங்க இப்படியும் இல்லாம அப்படியும் இல்லாம இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, can you see it is only in one color? Okay, that is, it will be 980 nanometer but it doesn't cut. அப்ப இந்த லைட் என்ன பண்ணும் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, it is going to heal. ஓகே, நம்ம ஆல்வேஸ் லேசர் இஸ் a two-edged sword அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அதாவது ஒரு எட்ஜ்ல அது கட் பண்ணும், இன்னொரு எட்ஜ்ல it will promote healing action. That is called the photobiomodulation effect. Okay, so in the monochromatic 980 nanometer தான், but these waves are not in sync. The crest and trough பாத்தீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் irregular தான் இருக்கும். So this light, that is a center light, is going to be a healing light. The lower part of the laser is going to be the cutting light. Okay, so MCC, it is monochromatic, collimated and coherent. Okay, so this light is the ability to cut because of the coherence only. Okay, until now it is clear for everyone? Hi. Okay,
Sorry,
Can I-
doctor. It was in mute. I didn't realize.
yeah, no problem. Is it clear for everyone? Am I audible?
Yeah, it is clear. It is audible. Please continue.
Lovely. Thank you. So coming to the laser physics part, காலையில சண்டே காலையில நான் இதை எடுத்து நான் உங்களை போர் பண்ண விரும்பல. நான் சிம்பிளா நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். இதை லேசர் பிசிக்ஸ்ங்கிறது என்னன்னா, ஒரு போட்டான் வந்து ஒரு ஆல்ரெடி எக்ஸைட்டட் ஆட்டமை போய் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணுது. ஸோ அதை டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்றப்போ அந்த போட்டான் 2 போட்டான் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுது. இந்த 2 போட்டான் இன்னொரு எக்ஸைட்டட் ஆட்டமை போய் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்றப்போ 4. நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொன்னேன் பாத்தீங்களா, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 16. Okay, so this is not a natural process. இது வந்து நம்மளோட எல்லா ஆட்டம்ஸ்லயும் நடக்கவே நடக்காது. இது வந்து ஒரு ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் ப்ராசஸ், அதாவது நம்மளே உருவாக்குன ஒரு ப்ராசஸ். எப்படி இது நடக்குதுன்னா, அதுதான் ஸ்டிமுலேட்டட் எமிஷன் ஆஃப் ரேடியேஷன். We are stimulating the atom to produce 2, 4, 16. Okay, why we need to stimulate? இந்த stimulated emission ஓட எஃபெக்ட் படிதான் அந்த லேசருக்கு அந்த மோனோக்ரோமேட்டிக் காலிமேட்டட் கோஹரண்ட் நான் சொன்னேன் பாத்தீங்களா, அந்த எஃபெக்ட் எல்லாமே வருது. ஓகே, just remember this part alone. So a single photon is entering the atom and it is able to release 2 photons. Okay, these released 2 photons will go and stimulate more atoms. Okay, that is called the amplification, light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, it is similar to your flash mob. நம்ம வந்து இந்த மால்ஸ்ல சில ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ்லாம் பார்ப்போம்ல, ஒருத்தர் ஆடிட்டு இருப்பாரு, திடீர்னு ஒரு 2 பேர் வந்துருவாங்க, திடீர்னு ஒரு 4 பேர் வந்துருவாங்க. So that is called stimulated emission of radiation. That is the laser physics oda basics. Okay, we'll continue next to the emission modes. So there are various emission modes, that is your pulsed mode and your continuous mode. Continuous mode அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, நீங்க ஒரு லேசர் மெஷின்ல ஒரு 2 watt அப்படினு நீங்க செட் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா, the energy which is released also will be 2 watt. Can you see in the graph, அது flat-ஆ தான் இருக்கு. 2 watt na any part you cut, it is going to be 2 watt. But in pulsed mode, it is going to be 2 watt, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Why? ஏன் இதை பண்ணணும்? Any guesses? Let's keep it interactive, please. Any guesses, please? இது வந்து 2 வாட்டாவே இருக்கலாமே, ஏன் 2, 0, 2, 0, ஏன் அப்படி ஏத்தி இறக்குறோம்? So when you are giving it at 2 watt continuously, there is a chance that you may char the tissue. Okay, so நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி சொன்னா இது ரொம்ப ஹை எனர்ஜி அப்படின்ட்டு, அப்போ அந்த டிஷ்யூ அந்த இடத்துல சாரிங் எஃபெக்ட் உருவாக ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். ஸோ சார் ஆச்சுனாவே ஒரு டிஷ்யூ will become black in color. So this always laser is acting by a principle of absorption. I will teach that also in the later part of the slide. But when there is a black charred tissue, it is going to absorb more laser light. அதனால ஹீலிங் உங்களுக்கு டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆகும். லேசர் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றதோட மெயின் பிரின்சிபிளே என்னன்னா, இதுல ஹீலிங் பெட்டரா இருக்கும். இல்லாட்டி நம்ம ஈஸியா we could do a frenectomy or operculectomy using a BP blade itself. But why we are using lasers? Because it not only cuts, it also heals. Okay, ஆனா நீங்க இதே கண்டினியூஸ் மோட்ல நீங்க கட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா, அந்த சாரிங் எஃபெக்ட்ல என்ன ஆகும், ஹீலிங் இன்னும் worsen ஆகும். This is why there are a lot of doctors who practice lasers without proper training and they say like பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு பெயின் அதிகமா வந்துருச்சு. Because the mode which we select depends on how your technical knowledge. Okay, நீங்க அத பொறுத்து தான் you give it to the patient and the patient will have better outcomes. Okay, so always remember, it is better to do it in a pulsed mode, especially in root canals. Do it in pulsed mode. Pulsed mode ஏன் சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, கண்டினியூஸா நீங்க 2 watts பண்றப்போ already it is a closed space. A root canal is a closed space. So when you're doing it in continuous mode, you're going to increase the chance of the heat increasing. Okay, so the heat increase ஆகுறப்பவே அதனாலேயே failures வர ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். So that is why always when doing a root canal sterilization, you're better to do it in a pulsed mode. Okay, until now it is clear? Okay, can I continue?
Yes, doctor. Please continue.
Super, thank you so much, doctor. So let's come to the laser tissue interaction. இது புரிஞ்சாதான் நமக்கு further we will be able to understand. We'll understand this laser tissue interaction by a mnemonic RATS. Okay, reflection, absorption, transmission and scattering. Okay, reflection, one of the common objects which will reflect light in our day-to-day practice is your mouth mirror. Okay, so that is why when using laser light you have to be very careful. Okay, because one chance it gets reflected and there is a 0.1 chance that it may directly hit your retina. Your retina la nariya rods and cones irukku, and the rods and cones are pigmented. Okay, so that's how we are able to see the world. So those pigmented rods and cones will absorb the entire laser light and there is a 100% chance that you will go blind. Okay, so that is why you have to be very careful and laser safety is very important also. Okay, so reflection, absorption is where I told you the pigments are absorbing the laser light. Okay, absorption effect மூலியமா தான் நம்ம கட்டிங்கும் நடக்குது. ஆனா அது நேரா அந்த absorption effect உங்களுக்கு ரெட்டினால பட்டுச்சுன்னா you are going to lose your vision. Okay, next is your transmission. Transmission is nothing but it transmits. நீங்க கேட்கலாம், என்ன ஏன் ரெட்டினால மட்டும் தான் நடக்குது, what happened to the sclera அப்படின்னா, your sclera just transmits. It doesn't react with the laser light. Okay, it transmits. And scattering is basically nothing nothing but in the deeper tissues the energy gets scattered. Okay, so நமக்கு இதுல desirable effects ன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா absorption மட்டும்தான், மீதி எல்லாமே தேவையில்லாத ஆணிதான். Okay, so this is reflection, absorption, transmission, and scattering. So this, can you see the second slide in the which the laser light is directly going and hitting the retina? It is going to cause permanent blindness. Okay, whereas your CO2 light and erbium light will not pass the sclera. ஏன்னா அதோட action வந்து it's a very subsurface action only. Remember the diode, நம்ம லேசர்ல யூஸ் பண்ற, நம்ம டென்டிஸ்ட்ரியில யூஸ் பண்ற எல்லா லேசருமே diode lasers தாங்க mostly. Some practitioners use CO2 lasers, but diode laser is what is commonly sold and commonly we are using. Always remember this, your diode has a deeper penetration. அதனால நீங்க பார்க்கலாம் it is only acting in the surface, but ஆனா அதோட action வந்து ரொம்ப deep வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். That is why you need to learn proper parameters and how to use it. Okay, so what are the factors affecting absorption? இதுல என்னென்ன factors இருக்குங்க அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, first tissue characteristic. அந்த tissue எப்படி இருக்கு, பிக்மெண்டடா இருக்கா, திக்கா இருக்கா, தின்னா இருக்கா, இதெல்லாம் நிறைய characters இருக்கு. அதுவும் இல்லாம அந்த tissue இப்ப mucocele அதுக்கு தகுந்தாப்புல நம்ம parameters change பண்ணணும். Laser wavelength, there are 3 wavelengths which are available commercially in India. Okay, 810, 940, 980. 810 க்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா high absorption in pigment, 980 க்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா high absorption in water, 940 is observed equally in both. Okay, என்ன emission mode நீங்க செட் பண்றீங்க? My advice will always be, please set it in pulsed mode. Okay, not in continuous mode, because there is a chance you may char and cause more damage. Okay, I know this all sounds like what XYZ. Okay, that's why we have introduced our Illumina Laser Academy, where we've been training dentists for the past 4 years. So I insist you all to follow this page, and also we are having a class next month also. So in this class, we are the only class which provides with hands-on on real life patients. Okay, so minimum each participant will get to work on 2 patients at least, and always there'll be continuous support from our end also. So the next day you go to your clinic, you'll be able to perform lasers directly on your patients. Even in any case you have any doubts, you can always contact us also. Please follow your page also for latest updates. So let's focus back on the diode laser applications. So in endodontics, 3 பார்ட்டா பிரிச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகேங்களா, ஒன்னு diagnosis, conservative dentistry and direct endodontics. So diagnosisல laser Doppler flowmetry, it is used to detect whether the tooth is still vital or not. In diagnodent, how lasers are used to detect the caries in between the 2 tooth, interdental cavities ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, அதோட starting stageலயே diagnose பண்றதுக்கு. Next comes the conservative dentistry, hypersensitivity cases in which it is irreversible. அதாவது என்ன பண்ணாலும் sensitivity இருந்துட்டே இருக்குன்னா, you can use the photobiomodulation effect of lasers to reduce the sensitivity. Direct pulp capping and bleaching. Next comes our interest today, that is endodontics, how to use lasers in endodontics. Let's see. So coming to the application of endodontics, in endodontics we see that it can be used in root canal disinfection. Okay, so root canal pathina commonly ella type we don't need lasers. Okay, but there are certain resistant cases. Okay, some bacteria will be very resistant. For example, your Enterococcus fecalis is a very resistant bacteria. So on the bacteria ungaloda canal oda lateral canal oda 2/3 la poi or colony உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருந்தா, நீங்க என்ன hypochlorite யூஸ் பண்ணாலும் that hypochlorite is not going to penetrate and kill the bacteria. That is where laser comes into action. That is how I will show you a demo of how to use lasers in your root canals also. So it is, the laser is going to basically kill the bacterial cell wall. Okay, and the bacterial cell wall remove ஆயிடுச்சுனாவே, we know that anaerobic bacteria has a very strong bacterial cell wall. That is why it is not, we are not able to kill the bacteria. So laser essentially acts on the cell wall and kills the bacteria. Okay, to an extent it also removes your smear layer also. அதாவது நீங்க debris எல்லாம் உள்ள இருந்துச்சுன்னா திரும்ப அதிலேயே இன்ஃபெக்ட் ஆகும். அதனாலயும் உங்களுக்கு லேசர்ல யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். Next is your apicectomy assistance and pulpotomy. So coming to the pulpectomy, I'll just share a small insight also. நம்ம வந்து இந்த pulpectomy and pulpotomy is commonly done in pedo teeth. Okay, suppose by chance there is you open the pulp. Okay, so what we do commonly, we do is we place some Metapex and we place GIC and we finish it off. Okay, but when you're placing a laser assisted calcium hydroxide, the success rate is 40% higher. Okay, why 40% higher? That is because அந்த bleeding point immediate seal பண்றோம். நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொன்னேன், லேசர் லைட் வந்து கட் பண்றதை விட it also heals and disinfects. Okay, so even if there is a chance that you have introduced some bacteria through your aerota tubing, or there is a high chance, okay, if there is a bacteria which has been iatrogenically infected also, you immediately sterilize the area using lasers also. So that is one beautiful advantage of using lasers in your pulpectomy procedures. Okay, so always when you see a pinpoint bleeding, you can beautifully take out your laser and cauterize that region and proceed with how you do. Place your calcium hydroxide and then you can place your GIC. So it is also used, next use is very used in the periapical lesions also. Suppose நீங்க ஒரு periapical surgery-க்கு நீங்க open பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா, you want to make sure that you sterilize the area better. You can always run the laser around the periapical lesion. And I will also tell you one beautiful advantage. நீங்க சூச்சர் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமும் அந்த photobiomodulation effect ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, அந்த எஃபெக்டும் நீங்க பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, பெரியாபிக்கல் சர்ஜரி பண்ணோன்னு பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு எப்பவுமே பெயின் ஷூட் அப் ஆயிட்டு அப்புறம் தான் ரெடியூஸ் ஆகும். ஆனா நீங்க இந்த photobiomodulation effect of laser அங்க அப்ளை பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, definitely the pain shooting up will not happen. Okay, so these are the various side effects of uses in endodontics. Okay, is it clear till now? Should I repeat any point, doctors?
Yes, ma'am.
No, doctor,
Clear.
you can continue. Probably we have a question answer round at the end of the session, so that
Lovely.
the participants, if they unmute, no, they forget to mute it again. You'll
Okay, sure. I totally understand. Yeah, thank you so much. It's like I'm talking to a screen. Okay, so I've always taken class with live participants. It's my first time I'm holding a webinar, so it's quite different.
No problem, doctor. You're doing good. Thank you
so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So what is the clinical protocol which is happening? அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, first you finish your BMP. Okay, do everything, finish your BMP up to the apex. Okay, blood free canal is very important. Why blood free canal? What happens when there is a blood? Basically, blood is nothing but hemoglobin. Okay, so you have a pigment called heme in it. Okay, so this heme pigment, I already told you, when there is a pigment, the absorption of laser increases. Okay, so this heme pigment is going to absorb the laser more, and when there is absorption, there will be heat release more. So that is why a blood free canal is very, very important. Okay, so when you're another thing is, you see these common laser machines, they're having preset parameters. You might think, why should I attend a class? They are having preset parameters. Easy na eduthu panniralame appdi neenga nenachingena, I'm sorry to say this, but all your preset parameters are based on Caucasian models, not on Indian skin type. Okay, what is the difference? அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, Caucasians ஓட skin types பாத்தீங்கன்னா, that is your Europeans, your Americans, அவங்களுக்கு வந்து அவங்களோட கம்ஸ்ல பிக்மெண்டே இருக்காது. ஓகேங்களா, ஸோ ஒரு நார்மல் ஒரு டீபிக்மெண்டேஷன் ப்ரொசீஜருக்கு அவங்க அதுல 2 வாட்ஸ் வச்சிருப்பாங்க, பிகாஸ் அவங்களுக்கு அங்க பிக்மெண்ட் இல்ல டு அப்சர்வ். ஓகே, பட் வேறஸ் நம்ம அதே 2 வாட்ஸ் எடுத்து நம்ம இந்தியன்ஸ், எஸ்பெஷலி சவுத் இந்தியன் ஸ்கின் டோன்ல அப்ளை பண்ணோம்னா, your 2 watt is going to absorb a lot of heat and you're going to cause charring effect only, which you don't want. You want the beautiful effect of depigmentation only. You don't want it to be charred and cause secondary healing. Okay, that is why a blood free canal is very important. And what you do is, you don't do it in your first day. Suppose you see a bleeding canal. Okay, you finish the BMP and send the patient. Okay, next day you do a proper irrigation using a sodium hypochlorite and everything. You make sure the canal is not bleeding. Okay, and you irrigate nicely, and once you see that it's blood free, you take the diode laser out. Usually my settings is 1 watt in pulsed mode. So you will not see me giving I hope you've attended a lot of laser classes, but one thing which you will not see in our class is, we don't set the parameters. இதை யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க கரெக்டா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு நாங்க சொல்லவே மாட்டோம். If anyone is telling that, I'm so sorry, but that's not the right way to do it. Okay, because every patient is unique. Okay, you will come to know only when you start doing on patients. Okay, so the 1 watt அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு generalized ஒரு concept தான். You feel that there might be a chance that the canal may bleed அப்படின்னா, please keep it at 0.8 watts. That's more than enough. Okay, another beautiful thing to note is, always keep it 1 mm away from the apex. Why 1 mm away from the apex? When you keep it correctly at the apex, there is a chance இதே laser light வச்சு தான் நம்ம cutting effect கொடுக்கிறோம். Okay, so there's a chance that you may cleave the periodontal fibers also. Okay, so இது மூலமா excess pain வந்து இது மூலமா failure ஆகலாம். So that is why you have to keep it 1 mm away from the apex and do it in a serpentine motion. That is like a snake like motion. You have to nothing like scroll the diode laser fiber optic cable and take it out. As you initiate, you have to take it out. I will show it to you also, because even if I tell it 1,000 times, it will not be so so beautifully explained. I will just show it to you so that we'll get an idea of it. And after doing this, for each canal, just 2 or 3 times is more than enough. Remember, 1 mm away from the apex, that is a very important one, and a blood free one, pulse mode. These 3 points you will have to remember. Immediately on that day itself, please irrigate it and obturate. Okay. So this is the serpentine motion which I was talking about. You keep it 1 mm away from the apex and do beautifully, just withdraw it in a serpentine motion and take it out. Okay. Can you see the laser light, how powerful it is, that you can see the light in action even from outside? So that is the power of laser. And I always told you that diode laser has a higher penetration effect also. And what are the other side effects? What are the other applications of laser is you can use it in your pulp polyp cases also. So the pulp polyp is usually seen in younger adults who have very high immune reaction. Okay. So what we can do is, if pulp polyp இருக்குன்னா அது வந்து ஹெவியா ப்ரொஃப்யூஸா ப்ளீட் ஆகும். நம்ம அன்னைக்கு பிஎம்பி பண்ணவே முடியாது. அந்த நேரத்துல you can just take out the laser and cut away the pulp polyp alone. பல்ப் polyp மட்டும் எடுத்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் you can do the BMP. On the same day, you can finish the entire BMP itself. Usually what happens is, you send the patient pulp polyp bleed ஆகுதுன்னு, and second visit நீங்க BMP பண்ணுவீங்க. So how do I tell to my patients about laser root canals அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so patientsக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா 3 fear தாங்க. Okay, ஒன்னு pain, இன்னொன்னு டைம், இன்னொன்னு ஃபெயிலியர். ஓகேங்களா, இதுதான் காமன் ஐடியாலஜி ஆஃப் த பேஷண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ ஐ டெல் தெம், வென் யூ இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் அ லேசர் ரூட் கனால், யுவர் பெயின் will definitely reduce, because they will come in high pain, and once we are removing the pulp and the photobiomodulation effect of laser, the pain is going to reduce. Okay, next is your time. When you do a laser root canal, your number of visits reduce. Okay, the patient is very happy that he can do a single visit RCT itself. Okay, next is failure. The number of occurrence of failure is reduced very, very much when you use a laser. Okay, the patient is very happy. Immediately the patient, that's what the patient dream of. They don't want to come again. For them, basically the dental clinic is a trauma place. Okay, so as much as possible, we try to give them a smooth experience. That's what we always want. That's what drives us into bringing more patients and increasing our practice success also. So trust me when I say this, laser definitely increases your practice success. Okay. So next comes the photo activated disinfection. This is a very novel concept. Okay, so the photo activated disinfection is basically, we use 3 parts. Okay, one is your light, next is oxygen, and a photosensitizer. Photosensitizer is nothing but a dye. Okay, so suppose you are having a bacteria which is very stubborn bacteria. Okay, and what you can do is, you can take the methylene blue dye which is given to you. It's actually a kit. Okay, you can get the kit. You're not able to invest so much as 3 lakhs or something in a laser, but you want only lasers for your root canal purpose. You can always get a Enlace R, that is a separate device which is being sold for around 30,000 or 40,000, in which you can only use it for healing purposes. இதுக்கு மேல நான் சொல்ல போறது எல்லாமே healing purpose and laser which doesn't cut only. Okay, இது மட்டும் நீங்க அந்த லேசரை வாங்கி யூஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சுக்கலாம். This will be your playfully to start your laser practice also. Okay, so you can introduce a dye. They will give you a dye along with it. It is ultra pure methylene blue. So this methylene blue will be injected into it. This methylene blue enna pannuna, it has a high affinity for the bacterial cell wall. I already told you the anaerobic bacteria are the bacteria which cause a lot of failures. Okay, so when this methylene blue acts on the cell wall, இது ஒரு binding effect வந்துரும். Okay, அந்த டைம்ல when you're shining your laser light on it, the cell wall gets disrupted. Once the cell wall is disrupted itself, it is going to cause natural death of the bacteria. So it's a very easy and simple concept, very easy to implement also. I will show you a video of what we've done in our clinic also. So this is the mechanism of action. The photosensitizer, you're putting the photosensitizer inside and allowing it to act for at least 20 to 30 seconds, allow it to act so that it goes and diffuses entirely. A reactive oxygen species is formed, okay? When the photosensitizer and the laser light is being shined directly, a reactive oxygen species is formed. This reactive oxygen, that is a singlet oxygen, disrupts your bacterial cell wall, okay? So this is what I was talking about. This is a single laser which is being sold around like 30,000 and everything. You can use it for your photoactive disinfection, for your healing purposes. There are a lot of beautiful healing effects. Even in orthodontics also you can use it. Suppose while retraction patient has pain on all on 4 cases also, you can use this for pain management also. So or periapical surgeries அப்புறம் பெயின் வருது அப்படின்னா அதுக்கும் ஹீலிங் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். TMJ பெயின் இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பர்பசஸ் இதுல நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். And also for your peri-implantitis cases also, all this, the simple laser machine we can be used, and only thing is you cannot cut using this, okay? So and what is the wavelength of this is, it's a 660 nanometer. Do you remember I showed you 3 lights, okay? One is the white light, the end part was a cutting light, the middle part there was a monochromatic non-coherent light. So this is the monochromatic non-coherent light. This photoactive disinfection can be used only in methylene blue, okay? Steps of PID in endodontics. So first நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம், லேசர் endodontics மட்டும் பார்த்தோம். இது வந்து நம்ம லேசர் இல்ல, but this is introduction of a dye and then shining a laser in it, okay? Same thing, please do a complete BMP and deposit the dye, that is either a methylene blue or toluidine chloride based on what the company gives you, and let it act with the laser light for 60 to 150 seconds, okay? In this 60 to 150 seconds, you're going to let the formation of singlet oxygen. This singlet oxygen, which in turn will cause the bacterial cell wall death, okay? Am I clear till now, doctors? I hope this is all making sense. We'll see a small video. So yeah, thank you,
Clear,
doctor.
doctor. Clear.
So this is the methylene blue, okay? We are injecting the methylene blue into the, so this I've used it because the patient had an endoperio case. We are injecting it inside the canal, also outside near the gums margin also. And you see, this is the inlays are, and we just need to shine the light. இதுல வந்துங்க நீங்க வந்து 1 mm நான் away from the apex வைக்கணும், அந்த கன்ஃபியூஷனே இல்ல. நீங்க மேல இருந்து சும்மா லைட் ஷைன் பண்ணாலே போதும். That's it. This is a 660 nanometer only. This is a beautiful healing effect also. You can use it for your TMJ. Anywhere pain patient has orofacial pain also, you can beautifully use this itself. Next comes the photobiomodulation effect. I already told you. The other name of this is LLT. That is your low level laser therapy. Okay. So how this LLT acts அப்படினு பார்த்தறலாம். Use of low level laser or a LED light, even a normal LED light also will produce the same effect only, okay? So this is a healing laser, that is, it stimulates healing, it reduces the inflammation and relieves the pain, okay? It is a very non-invasive and safe laser also. Safe in the way, even your normal lasers are safe, but you can use this laser even if you're not aware of the parameters and everything, you can use it, okay? இது எப்படி ஆக்ட் ஆகுது, இது என்னங்க கண்கட்டி யுத்த மாதிரி இருக்கு, லைட் அடிச்சா எப்படி ஆட்டோ கண்ணாடி திருப்புனா இது எப்படி ஓடும், அந்த மாதிரி கதை உங்க I hear all this, okay? So but let me explain the science behind this, okay? So mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, okay? So only when there is a high ATP production, your healing boost also, okay? ஒரு stressed environment, ஒரு செல் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா அங்க என்ன ஆகும் அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so imagine like this, ஒரு பெரிய டிராபிக் ஜாம் நடக்குது. Why the traffic jam is happening அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, two cars are colliding. அந்த ரெண்டு கார்ல ஒன்னு வந்து நைட்ரிக் ஆக்சைடு, இன்னொன்னு வந்துட்டு சைட்டோக்ரோம் சி ஆக்சிடேஸ், ஓகே? இந்த சைட்டோக்ரோம் சி ஆக்சிடேஸ் இருந்தாதான் ஏடிபி ப்ரொடக்ஷன் ஆகும். ஆனா இந்த சைட்டோக்ரோம் சி ஆக்சிடேஸும் நைட்ரிக் ஆக்சைடும் பைண்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. எப்ப பைண்ட் ஆகும், செல்லுல ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு, செல் இஸ் அண்டர் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் அப்படின்னா தான் இது பைண்ட் ஆகும். இது பைண்ட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அந்த சைட்டோக்ரோம் சி ஆக்சிடேஸ் டிராபிக் ஜாம் மாதிரி ஆயிடும் அந்த இடத்துல. இட் cannot go and produce the ATP, okay? அந்த டைம்ல தான் லேசர் லைட் நம்ம ஹீரோ வரார். அதுவே என்ன பண்ணுவாருன்னா, he is like a police officer. Okay, he is going to unbind the cytochrome C oxidase and nitric oxide. Okay, so அந்த unbind பண்ண உடனே now both the cars can go in the separate ways. Okay, this cytochrome C oxidase direct போயிட்டு it will go to the ATP production. It will stimulate the ATP production. And nitric oxide ரிமூவ் பண்ணோம் பாத்தீங்களா, 2 கார்ல ஒரு கார் நைட்ரிக் ஆக்சைடு. இந்த நைட்ரிக் ஆக்சைடுக்கு இன்னொரு எஃபெக்ட் இருக்கு, என்னன்னா it is a vasodilation property. So directly this nitric oxide is going to increase the blood flow. When there is improved blood flow, obviously your healing is going to be improved. Okay, so increased ATP production, improved oxygen use, and reduced oxidative stress. Okay, so this is how photobiomodulation or low level laser therapy works. What are the clinical benefits of photobiomodulation? In this photobiomodulation effect, you're going to see a faster healing of the soft and hard tissues. Pain and inflammation is definitely going to reduce and improve blood circulation. I told you, right, the cleaved nitric oxide is in turn a vasodilator. அதனால அந்த இடத்துல blood circulation improve ஆகும், tissue regeneration increase ஆகும். இதே tissue regeneration property-ய நீங்க எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, after a deep third molar removal, there's a high chance that nerve paralysis might happen. Okay, so that time when the patient complains, எனக்கு இந்த side paralysis ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச உடனே, when you start this photobiomodulation effect, definitely your neuron regeneration improves and a healing which will take ideally 1 month, 1 week குள்ள கண்டிப்பா patient will start gaining sensation on that side. Okay, so nothing photobiomodulation ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ஒரு ஃபோன்ல சார்ஜ் இல்லை, ஒரு சார்ஜ் போடுற மாதிரி தான். ஓகே, அந்த செல்ஸ் ட்ரெயின் அவுட் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா நீங்க அந்த லைட் ஷைன் பண்றதால your cell is going to get fully charged and there is going to be beautiful healing effect also. Okay, so how do I use this low level laser therapy or photobiomodulation in endodontics? Already I told you in dentinal hypersensitivity. Okay, dentinal hypersensitivity cases la how diode laser acts, it creates a photobiomodulation effect. Okay, photobiomodulation effect basically nothing but healing effect promote பண்ணுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கோம். இதுல என்ன பண்றோம்னா, ஒரு வார்னிஷ் மேல ஒரு கோட் பண்ணிட்டு, this cannot be done in remember in chronic bruxers, because the bruxer is going to chew away the varnish also. Okay, this can be done in very young individuals who are hypersensitivity, because the pulp is voluminous. Okay, so in those kind of cases where you tried everything, you've given your toothpaste, you've done everything, but still they are having some kind of sensitivity, what you can do is you can put a varnish and then shine your laser light on it by your photobiomodulation effect. Definitely your threshold of sensitivity will come down. Okay, another application of photobiomodulation in endodontics is periapical healing. I told you, right, it can sterilize and it can also heal. In the healing எப்படி பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, உங்க சூச்சரிங் எல்லா ப்ரொசீஜர் முடிச்சிருங்க. ஓகேங்களா, periapical healingல ஒரு 4 points like a square. Okay, this corner, this corner, this corner. Okay, 4 points you can do, just take it out, and 7 alternative days just for 10 seconds buccala or 4 points, palatala or 4. Usually periapical surgeries we do it only in anterior teeth. Okay, so do it buccally in 4 points, palatally in 4 points. This is more than enough to create a beautiful healing of the after periapical surgery. Okay, ஆனா mandible நீங்க இந்த photobiomodulation effect பண்றீங்கன்னா, please apply additional pressure, because we all know that mandible is a thick cortical bone. Okay, so அந்த photobiomodulation effect shine ஆகணும்னா நீங்க additional pressure கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா தான் அது உள்ள வரைக்கும் அதோட penetration effect இருக்கும். Okay, so what are the advantage of lasers and endodontics is superior disinfection, reduced bacterial growth, it's minimally invasive. இதுக்காக நீங்க போயிட்டு எதுவும் கட் பண்ணி ஓபன் பண்ணணும்ங்கற அவசியம் இல்ல. Patient also has less patient discomfort, and even sometimes we do frenectomies also without anesthesia also. So it has improved healing and reduced post-op pain. So what are the limitations of laser? அப்படி பாத்தீங்கன்னா, it's a learning curve. Okay, so எடுத்தோன்னு நீங்க வந்து endodonticsல laser use பண்றீங்கன்னா, there's a chance that you may flare up. Okay, so that is why a proper training is needed, and then you can definitely do it and reap the benefits of lasers. And of course the higher cost, some laser machines are even up to 5 lakhs and everything. So there are lasers which you can use in endodontics, like I told you, your Enlace R, which will cost you around 20,000 30,000 itself, where you can tell that you've done laser root canals, and you will definitely get the beautiful healing effect of laser also. Okay, so another thing is, when you accidentally place it not 1 mm away, but you place it near the apex itself, there's a chance that may induce periapical damage also. Okay. And நான் சொன்னேன் பாத்தீங்கன்னா blood coated canals மட்டும் இருக்கக்கூடாது, நல்லா தரவா ரிமூவ் பண்ணிருங்க any blood coated canals, because it may increase the heat absorption and cause more side effects. Okay. So, what are the future trends which you are looking forward is photodiamond therapy and neurotics, which I already discussed today. Okay, the future we are practicing today, and you also can practice this today itself. And AI guided laser settings. That is, the AI is going to come inside where you go, where the laser is sent inside, and based on the scenario inside, it can guide and do the what. நீங்க வந்து what setting பண்ணுங்கிற அவசியம் இல்லை, அதுவே செட் பண்ணிக்கும். Okay. And there is a combination of irrigation activation devices also. அதாவது இப்ப நான் சொன்னேன் சோடியம் ஹைப்போக்ளோரைட்டோட பெனிட்ரேஷன் எஃபெக்ட லேசர் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணும் அப்படின்ட்டு. அந்த பெனிட்ரேஷன் எஃபெக்ட இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்றதும் இல்லாம சேம் டைம் இரிகேஷன் ஆக்டிவேஷன் நம்ம பிப்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவோம், அதையும் கொண்டு வர ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. So this is the future trends which we are looking forward. So with that, I end my presentation, and I will also show you a short demo also on how to use lasers in root canal endodontic procedures also.
Okay, doctor. Am I audible?
Yes, doctor, you are audible.
That was an interesting session, doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So we have few questions, and participants, if you have any doubts regarding the lecture, you can directly ask now. You can unmute yourself and ask. Don't hesitate. And there are few questions in the chat box.
Yes.
I think Dr. Gupta has asked, does laser therapy help in curved canals at periapical region? It's a good question.
Definitely, doctor. If you had done a beautiful BMP, that's why I told you after BMP. Okay. So definitely after BMP, your laser, I will show you the penetration effect of laser. I hope you all understand Tamil also. With the moment you place inside also, and the laser light வெளியில shine ஆகுற வரைக்கும் you can see. So that is the penetration ability of diode. That is why diode is used in lasers, root canal sterilization. Definitely you can use it in curved canals. My only advice is there are a lot of fiber optic thickness. Okay. And the fiber optic thickness நல்லா உள்ள கொண்டு போயிடாதீங்க, because there is a chance that you may cleave the fiber inside. Okay. So make sure how you are placing the fiber optic cable also inside.
And yeah, thank you for the explanation, doctor. And you said there's some demo that you want to do.
Yes,
Are you...
sir. Shall we shift to that?
Yeah, please.
Just give me 2 minutes here.
Doctor, any problem in playing the video?
One second, doctor. We are setting up. Just 2 minutes. So yeah, can we start? So
Yes, doctor.
this, yes. So I'm entering the laser system. Okay. So I'm choosing endodontics, RC sterilization. Is it visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Can you see the power here? It's already preset at 1 watt, but my preference will always be 0.8 watts in a pulsed mode. Can you see? There is 2 modes over here, continuous mode and a pulsed mode. So I'm going forward in a pulsed mode. And always safety is very important. Laser goggles are very important because even if there's a slight chance, it's going to cause 100% blindness. Okay. And you would have seen a lot of practitioners initiating, that is this. So can you, this is called the process of initiation. Okay. This is done only when you need a cutting effect. Okay. But in root canal, you don't need a cutting effect. So please don't initiate at all. Okay. This tooth has been already, BMP has been done. Is it visible? Can you see? BMP has been already done. So now I'm going to just place the
Yes,
laser cable inside. Okay. நான் ஒண்ணுமே பண்ணல ஆனா தெரியுதுங்களா அந்த ரெட் லைட் வெளியில வரைக்கும் ஷைன் ஆகுது பாருங்க. Okay. So that is how I'm very sure I'm saying you that even you can use this even in a curved canal also. Okay. Now I'm placing it. Can you see it, how much the light is shining even outside? You can see through the enamel, cementum and everything. Okay. So I'm just going to, please watch my hand movement alone, how I am curving it and taking it out. Okay. As I press the pedal down, I should curve it and take it out. So that is how, why should I curve? What is the point? Okay. நான் இப்படி நேராவே வச்சு நேராவே எடுத்துடலாமே அப்படின்னா நமக்கு lateral canalல தான் penetration நிறைய வேணும் லேசர். ஏன்னா அங்கதான் நம்மளோட canal files எதுவுமே போகாது. அந்த lateral canals டார்கெட் பண்றதுக்காக தான் we are essentially doing it in a curved pattern. So once more I will show it to you. So you're going to keep it 1 mm short and in a curved motion, targeting your lateral canals, small fins, isthmuses, and gently take it out. Okay. So in the madri per canal 2 times, and always remove your laser goggles only after you've gone in standby mode. Okay. So this is how you do a laser sterilization, and I hope I made it clear. Any doubts, doctors, in this?
Yeah, doctors, if you have any doubts, all doctors here can just unmute yourself and no need to show the video. Also, you can unmute yourself and ask the doubts, or even put it in the chat box. There's another question, doctor, in the chat box. How
Yes.
many sessions you suggest with laser during BMP? Doctor,
I'm sorry, your voice is breaking. How many sessions do you suggest?
with laser during BMP.
With laser, it is just one session. That is the advantage of laser. I told you, right? Patients don't want to come and go. Okay. So you're seeing where a case where laser will be put into action. Okay. நீங்க அன்னைக்கே laser பண்ணி அன்னைக்கே BMP பண்ணி, I mean, you operated on that day itself, because என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, some people they take it out, laser எடுத்துட்டு they again send the patient. Okay. Again, the bacteria is going to come inside also. Okay. The tip diameter of the laser are various tip diameters, sir. So 200, 300, 400 microns also. It depends on, for the endodontics, you need a very thin diameter. So that's how it's going to reach up to the, deeper curved canals also. Anna, you have to remember the thin diameter always has a small spot size. சின்ன ஸ்பாட் சைஸ்னா ஒரு 2 வாட்ங்கிறது இவ்வளோ பெரிய ஸ்பாட்ல கொடுக்கறதுக்கும் இவ்வளோ குட்டி ஸ்பாட்ல கொடுக்கறதுக்கும் the energy is going to be concentrated. Okay. Endodontic tip யூஸ் பண்றீங்க, அதுவும் ஸ்மால் டயமீட்டர் யூஸ் பண்றீங்கன்னா ப்ளீஸ் பி வெரி வெரி கேர்ஃபுல். ஏன்னா சப்போஸ் பை சான்ஸ் யூ புட் இட் இன் கண்டினியூஸ் மோட் அண்ட் ஹையர் வாட்டேஜ், you're going to cause periapical damage, because already it is a small spot size. When compared to a bigger spot size, a smaller spot size is concentrated. Okay. Any brand of lasers you recommend? I am using Indilase, so I will always recommend Indilase, and it's also a made in India brand. So obviously Indilase is my preference, doctor.
Any more doubts? Participants can also put your questions in our community. How about canals with visible discharge?
So with visible discharge, I will definitely advise you do not put the laser on that appointment. Okay, make sure the discharge is not there. Any pus or any blood, any weeping canals, please don't do it on that day. Patient wait பண்ண வச்சிட்டு ஒரு half an hour கழிச்சாச்சும் நீங்க check பண்ணி பண்ணுங்க. Even better send the patient, because when there is a discharge, that means your laser is going to get absorbed. Okay, and the absorption அதிகமாகறப்போ periapically you will cause more damage.
Ma'am, till how much depth we need to put the laser? Means if the working length is 16 mm, then how much depth?
15 mm, doctor.
Okay,
15
okay.
mm or 14 mm. And initiate பண்ணக்கூடாது. நீங்க வந்து பெடல் பிரஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கிறப்பயே வித்ட்ரா பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருங்க. ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா சில பேர் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, 14 mm ஷார்ட்னாலும் நான் காட்டினேன்னா அதோட பெனிட்ரேஷன் டெப்த் இஸ் ஹை. ஓகே, ஈவன் இஃப் இட் இஸ் 14 mm, 1 mm short, 2 mm short also, there is a chance that the energy might reach your periapical fiber. That is why I say the moment you press the pedal, you have to start withdrawing it.
Means we'll have lens, ma'am. Means 15 mm you are saying, no? We'll have lens like that? Lasers
No,
in
no,
laser?
doctor. No, you are asking about a measurement, right?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You will have to measure the fiber optic cable and then put it inside. That's it.
Okay,
There is
okay.
a particular, you can use your scales, you can use your gauges, your endodontic gauges also. That's just more than enough.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
In post-extraction bleeding, definitely. Last week I had a case in which there was severe bleeding. Okay, this happens in patients who are having, blood clotting drugs. அந்த மாதிரி பேஷண்ட்ஸ்க்கு வந்துட்டு ஒரு particular pointல bleed ஆகிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். So for 20 minutes we tried to stop the bleeding, but it didn't happen. So what you can do is you can visualize. You have to visualize, because when it is fully a blood-soaked field, you cannot visualize where the blood supply is coming from. Visualize பண்ணுங்க, எங்க இருந்தா அந்த ஒரு blood vessel leak ஆகுது அப்படின்னு பார்த்துட்டு அந்த இடத்த மட்டும் கரெக்டா வச்சு எடுங்க. Don't put it deeper. ஏன்னா as you put it deeper, it's going to cut and cause more bleeding. Okay, so how to control post extraction bleeding is keep it thick. வச்சு எடுத்தாதான் அந்த இடத்துல என்ன ஆகும், ஒரு லேசர் பேண்டேஜ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So it will create a black charred area in that, and definitely the bleeding will reduce.
Yes, any more questions?
It's a nice session, ma'am. Actually, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving me this beautiful opportunity. It's my first webinar, and I hope it all went good. And I hope you all enjoyed, and it was something interesting. Yeah,
It was interesting. Please share details about your academy so that those who are interested can contact you regarding this.
Definitely, ma'am. So we are having a academy, Illumina Laser Academy, and we are having a class in which we will be giving participants, every live patients, at least 2 patients will be able to work on sphenectomy, apicolectomy, photobiomodulation, name it, we give it. Okay, whatever your preferred case also, we can schedule it. So this is the only academy which provides you with patients and sorry, what is this? Okay, support also. So please follow the page, and we're having our next class on December 21st. If you want to enroll in it, kindly contact me. My number is there to Manikvasagan sir, or you can directly contact me also. So I'll send you the course details also. Thank
We
you.
will
Thank you so much.
post details in our group as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was an interesting session.
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you. Take care. Bye.